It's Alto Sax 31 coming at you with the part 9 of our Fallout 4 live stream. Coming at you live from the Commonwealth. We're going to be taking over left off and continuing our alliance with the Institute to help further the Commonwealth's survival. And so before we go to the Institute, I want to take care of one little minor track thing and kind of a preventative measure, since we're going to be allying with the Institute full time. Eventually that means that the Brotherhood of Steel is going to go against me. So what I'm going to end up doing right now is just real quick is every chance I get, I'm trying to buy some Vertibird signal grenades so that if I ever get into a pinch, I can use it to get myself out of there. Although, you know, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, you know, once I'm no longer enemies with the, or no, once I'm enemies with the Brotherhood, then the smoke grenades won't be all that great. So we're gonna buy a few just to see in between now and then, since I still have a few missions to go. But we want to take care of that and see if they have any cool mods, because I'm not too familiar with any other vendors that sell mods for your guns. So we're gonna hopefully we snag up something good. So in the meantime, between the last stream and this stream, I was able to acquire some different items. I did get the Overseer's Guardian, and wait for it to load. There you go. And I was actually able to chamber it in the 308 receiver, which makes it a lot more powerful. I did take off the legendary perk of the 2-shot, which made it, you know, unique, and I switched it out for the instigating. So I had more of an idea that when I shoot someone, like in the sneak mode, I would want the sneak damage multiplier plus the instigating multiplier, so that, you know, I pretty much knock down people in one hit, and I'm able to follow up, you know, have some follow-up shots pretty quickly. So that was my intention with that. I also did get the Destroyer's right leg, I think. So now I have on both my legs the Sprinter's perk, so I get to move a little bit quicker with both of those on. Just found a random super mutant. So we're gonna hit up the Pridwin real quick to see whatever items they have, and then we'll go finish up the Institute quest line. Let me see real quick. Welcome to my stream. How's it going? I'm gonna get my my tablet up here in a bit so I can chat with y'all. And I just want to let you guys know that if the stream just abruptly ends again, more than likely it was either because the game froze or it may be raining in my area soon, so the power could cut off too. So if it just abruptly ends, I'm giving you forewarning. My apologies. And don't do it on purpose.
How can a machine leave us alive?
You think the Commonwealth looks bad?
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
So we're actually very close to beating this game. I'd say maybe 2 streams if we're lucky. Because I have about a kill on here. I think from this point on it's just Institute missions, and then, you know, you find out the whole twist with, well, not so much of a twist, but, you know, you find out more information about your father. Close that. Go back to mine. I'm logging into my YouTube profile on my tablet. What's up, Elder Maxon?
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I think she's a little confused.
She's confused right now. No matter. Given the proper motivation, I'm certain she can be persuaded to see things our way. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwin. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, on to other matters. Thanks to the success, I want you to report once again, Knight.
Alright, so more than likely this will probably end up being the last mission I do for the Brotherhood, which is kind of a shame. But yeah, since we're gonna go ahead and stick with the Institute, this is the path we're gonna have to take. And so it kind of sucks that, you know, towards that point of the game, you can only choose one side. You can't really be friends with everyone. You know, you got to be friends with one person, and everyone else just kind of hates you. But you know, that's
Any
the game.
personnel who have not completed their annual medical evaluation
Personally,
should
I
report
always
to
preferred
Night
the
Captain
Brotherhood,
Cade immediately
but
to schedule an
actually, you know,
examination.
come to think, I think I preferred the Minutemen overall.
That is all.
Nice work,
Because
Dr.
the Minutemen were kind of just, you know, hey, we've been living here. This is our territory. We just want to, you know, fight for ourselves and ensure our survival. Whereas the Brotherhood just kind of comes in, says, hey, there's technology. We either like it or we say, hey, we don't want you to have it. Oh man, this would be awesome to get. I'm not gonna spend 4,000 caps, so more than likely I'll just end up finding it somewhere on the field. Anyway, so yes, the Minutemen have always been kind of my de facto faction, so I'm not gonna cancel this. Alright, so he didn't really have anything that I absolutely need, so we're just gonna take that and we're just gonna go, 'cause, you know, everything else you kind of just find in the field. Anyway, so yeah, Minutemen have always been my go-to people, and I would say Brotherhood, and then the Railroad, and then the Institute. 'Cause, I mean, they're all kind of shady in their own way, but I feel like the Minutemen are the least shady as far as, you know, affecting the whole Commonwealth. But you know, no one's perfect. Some other bits of information on here. I did find 2 more bobbleheads. I found the Endurance bobblehead, and actually I think I found 3. It was agility. It wasn't agility. It was endurance, perception, I think. And then I also found the explosives. So I did a few side missions off stream to help level my character up and get some more loot. So I also found some Brotherhood of Brotherhood of Steel power armor pieces for McCready. That's not the one that they gave to me. It was a random event, and there were some Brotherhood knights and they were killed. So I just picked up their armor pieces off of them and just popped them onto that frame that McCready is wearing right now. Alright, so now that we're here, let's just check this bag real quick, see if there's anything there. Take some frag grenades. Jets can be useful. I'll have McCready get these missiles. These things that's like 35 pounds worth of missiles just right there. So I'll have him pick those up.
Look alive. Grab that.
Here's my
Get that.
steed.
Pick that up.
Carries everything around for me. My packing mule.
Take that.
I'll take care of it.
Grab that.
Alright, so get that last missile, please.
Get that.
Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to travel to the Institute, and we'll report back on that mission we did, because last time we went and we captured that synth that was at the little boat village. I forgot what it's called. So I feel like, from the most part, all the hard part in the story is pretty much over with.
It must make you proud.
Let's see.
To see all that Father has done.
See if
Hey.
there's any
I
stuff.
have a variety of items that should prove useful.
Oh, I also
in your
did do
surface
the
missions.
I didn't really do the missions,
Let's
but
see what you
I
have.
found a little convoy for the Automatron workshop. So I did build some robots, or a robot, thinking that I'd be able to assign him to do settler duties, but that didn't work either. So he just kind of stands around not doing anything. So, oh, this one has the rapid perk. I am still looking out for the exploding weapons. I have not found one, and if I did find one, I lost it because I probably died. But
Good to see.
the search continues for those guns, and I'm still every now and then just going to random locations hoping to see if I can find one, but nothing's popped up yet. So we are gonna see Father. We're gonna let him know what happened, and we're gonna see what the next mission is. I don't recall off the top of my head. I think I did one playthrough where I did the Institute, and that was it. I never did it again.
A rogue synth can be.
Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging their victims up like trophies.
I'm just glad it's over.
While we can do nothing for Gabriel's victims, we can at least take comfort. But enough about that. The task is done. I couldn't have hoped for
I wonder
a
if
better outcome.
there'd be much different dialogue if I ended
Well,
up killing that synth.
While you were away,
I mean, they would wipe his
I had
memory anyway,
orders
so
prepared for you. You'll find
I'm sure
all
it's
the
just
basic necessities,
more resources
as
to make
well as a
another
generous stock of
another
arms
synth.
and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Awesome. So, fun fact, Skyrim and Fallout 4 are on the same engine. So, I mean, that was one of the first things I noticed when I played Fallout 3, and then I played Skyrim, and then I played Fallout 4. The gun, like the way your gun kind of like is on the screen. I mean, of course on console you can adjust it, but on here it just looks a lot. It looks like it's a lot more closer to your face, and it's very reminiscent of Skyrim. And that's how I felt with Skyrim. Everything was kind of bigger, whereas on Fallout 3 the guns look a little bit more further away, so they look smaller. Especially with the, and so another thing that's pretty cool on here is some of the melee animations. So like when you hit someone with a sword or like a sledgehammer, they look like the weapon animations from Skyrim. So I think they just like copied them over. Haha. That's a Khajiit, right? The Khajiit character. I think I played one. Oh, I played one, yeah. And I named it Little Cat. That's what, you know, my girlfriend's nickname is, Little Cat. What's up? Check out my stuff.
When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Yeah, the Khajiits are pretty cool. I always like I always felt like the Argonians. They had like pretty cool traits and characteristics right off the bat, because I think they can breathe underwater as long as they want, and then they're like resistant to poison and diseases, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, I can imagine some kind of like survival mode on there, they'd be really useful. What's up, Father?
Hello, Father. Tell me,
Hello, son.
what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I guess you could say you already know.
After everything I've been through to find you, I think you already know.
I'm sorry, Father. Of course.
Oh,
You're right.
what was in the dialogue?
The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several
Oh,
synths
I thought it was
from
more
this
about the network tape.
synths that had gone missing in recent months. And they no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
I'm like, they mean well.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more...
Is this assault on the control room?
I'm afraid we've reached the
Railroad
point where
style?
response is necessary.
Yep.
We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Where are the synths located?
A small settlement at the old Bunker Hill mine.
Oh man,
But it's
Battle Bunker Hill.
important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
I'll act quickly. You can count on me.
You'll have a contact waiting for you just outside Bunker Hill. Good luck.
So I wouldn't tell the Brotherhood, but at this point it's pretty clear that the allies I've made, as far as the Synth or the Railroad and the Brotherhood, it's gonna fade pretty quickly. So what we're gonna do now, plan of attack. I mean, Bunker Hill's not too far from here, but we'll need to go back to our settlement and just prep for everything. I may end up switching around some of the perks on my guns, because if I'm gonna have to fight the Railroad, they're all humanoids, so I want to make sure I'm suited for that. Yeah. Okay. So if I'm not mistaken, I think they wear that body armor It's actually pretty tough. It's I mean, it's not lightweight, but it's kind of complementary to power armor. Alright, so we're gonna go back. McCready, you're the hired gun on this one. So what I'll probably end up doing is switching around the wounding perk from the machine gun, the pipe rifle, to the automatic pipe rifle to the pistol, and then the assassin's perk from the pistol to the automatic pipe rifle. I feel like the pipe rifle starting to get to the point where it's not so amazing anymore. Because I'd say maybe about 10 levels or so ago, it would pretty much just kill anyone, and then 3 or 4 shots. And now it's taking a little bit more to kill people. So I think it's starting to go past its prime. So I may look into an alternative, maybe the laser rifle. I'm not too sure, but for now we're gonna just swap them around. So I'm gonna take this off. Let's put rapid on for now. I'm gonna take wounding off of this one. The assassins, and then on the pistol we're gonna take wounding. I probably want to take some more ammo. Let's see how much space do I have? I have 60 pounds, so I'll take a couple more ammo. Let's see. Whatever ammo I don't need, I'll put up. That means you, and you. I'll take a few more things of 10mm. Let's see. Do 2 clips extra. Definitely some more of this. I'll take another 100 or so. I think we should be good. On ammo, how many grenades do I have? I have 8 grenades. I'm gonna put those up. I'll swap those out. I have to do this crouch thingy because of the way I constructed it, so it's a little silly. Fat man. I would take a fat man, but it's just things so heavy on here. Took like 5. I'll keep one just in case. Because technically the Brotherhood is still, we're still kind of cool. Alright. See if there's anything else I can think of. You know what, on this one I might want to take my power armor, if we're being honest. It means I have to take some more fusion cores. Take 3. 3 should be good. T45. McCready should have a missile launcher, so if anything goes down, I can just take it from him. He actually has a bayoneted triple missile launcher. So I mean, everything looks good. The health is on the power armor looks good. I have fusion cores. I have 3. I should have enough. It's kind of like at 75%. We'll be alright. I really wish there was a mod on the PS4 to put the reflex sights from some of the other guns on here. This little screw thing, you just kind of doesn't work for me after a while. I mean, it's very original, but yeah, I prefer the dot sight. Sorry, not sorry. So since there's gonna be a little bit of water, we will have to just walk for a moment or two. Oh, never mind, we're good. I thought we were gonna get stuck in the water. Let's do some frag mining over here. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with them. Just leave them alone. But we know to avoid that area. It's usually there's like certain areas where the mines just always repopulate and they show up. What up, Chaotic? How's it going, man? Thank you for stopping by on the stream, brother. Hope all is well. Let's see, is this, if this is the quest, battle, yeah. So I don't think, if I don't tell the Brotherhood, they won't be there. But if I did tell the Brotherhood, they would show up. You know what, come to think of it, maybe I should. Because if I remember correctly, there's a lot of legendary enemies that show up. And so the more legendary enemies that show up and just keep respawning, the more chance for me to find the exploding legendary gun. So let's do this. I'm glad I brought that vertibird signal grenade. So we're gonna use it now. We'll just buy another one if we have to, or we have more. And we'll tell them that they're gonna be there. And we'll ultimately still be with the Institute. I'm doing good, Chaotic. Doing good, brother. I'm trying to wrap up this storyline on this game, so we can go play Modern Warfare, or even go back to Fortnite for some video shoots that I want to do. So yeah, we're just gonna wait for this vertibird to show up. We're gonna go back to the Pridwin. I kind of changed my mind at the last second because I want the Institute, I mean the Railroad and the Brotherhood to be fighting themselves at the Battle of Bunker Hill. So just in the small chance that the legendary enemies do die, that I can pick up their guns. And you know, maybe we'll get lucky that there'll be a small there'll be the exploding laser rifle, or exploding any weapon, you know, I don't really care which weapon it is, I just want the perk. So we're gonna go on the Pip-Boy, and we're gonna go back to the Pridwin. I feel like I'm like double crossing everyone right now, but you know, we are gonna stick with the Institute.
Good shooting, Knight.
So let's just go over there, buy the stuff, or just let them know. I mean, if anything, I'll just jump out of the power armor so I can move a little faster. But this definitely beats having to run around in the power armor. That's where it's gonna be. Yeah. Yep, that's where it's gonna be. So how's everyone's day going? We got some time to chit chat while I'm in the air. Anything exciting happen for you guys this weekend? How was Father's Day? Do I have any fathers in my viewer, amongst my viewers?
Stand by for landing.
Awesome. All right, let's do this. Oh wow. Okay. Well, this also works for me. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna try this trick that I saw earlier. I was watching someone do a live stream, well, not a live stream, a speed run on this game, and they said that if you were to throw like a Molotov cocktail or something while you're trying to jump in the power armor, the game's gonna consider you in combat mode. So instead of doing the normal animation where you jump into the power armor, it does a combat intro, which is like 3 seconds as opposed
Attention
to 8
all
seconds.
Brotherhood soldiers.
I mean, it's
If you
it's
have not
nothing
yet received your
crazy,
Squire
but
mentorship
I definitely
assignments,
want to
please
test it
come
out for
see me
myself.
on the bridge.
Ingram in any way that you can.
Got something
I have
to
something
say.
urgent to
If you have
report,
not
Alden.
received your
The
mentorship
Institute is
assignment,
attempting to
please
recover
report
escaped
to the
synths
bridge.
at Bunker Hill.
That is
How
all.
did you obtain this information? I'll reconnaissance.
I received the information from the Institute itself.
And you've done the right thing by reporting this to me direct. Your report provides I'm placing you in command. Exterminate the synths at Bunker Hill. I'll instruct Kells to assign you the dismissed soldier.
Okay. So now they'll be there, which is what we want, because they're going to be fighting themselves.
Yeah. There's a wealth of technology.
So let's see if this guy has any more
Brings you
stuff to
to
sell.
me today.
I don't think it's been more than 24 hours. Nope. Okay. Not buy anything. Alright, let's try it again.
Tegan,
What can I get for you today?
Alright, there we
I'm
go.
looking for some firepower.
All of my weapons are...
sure.
Weapons. Nope, they're gone. Okay, so nada. Let's just continue on with the mission. Is that Dr. Lee? Oh, she came back. Alright, cool. Alright guys, so we're gonna go back. I was hoping I'd get some signal grenades while we were at it, but guess no dice on that one. So we'll just continue on with the mission as planned. I will try that that Molotov cocktail trick, so let's see if it works. I don't know if I just have to throw it or if I can just like throw it at the ground. I guess we'll try. We'll try one and then we'll just assume the other one either works or doesn't work. But I will definitely attempt to not hit myself with the Molotov cocktail because that would be very embarrassing. Where are you at? Weapons. Alright. Make sure there's nobody over there. Nope. Didn't work. Slight bummer. Okay. Let's just touch down. Oh man, now I have to walk the rest of the way over there. That's a big time bummer. I'm gonna waste all my fusion cores. I'd say at least maybe 2 altogether. If not, I can always just take McCready's. He has one. See, it's not too far. But there is no bridge gap in this area. So that will be fun. Definitely love survival mode, but traveling around in power armor is probably not the best thing to do. But I need the protection, so I'll take it. And there's the old stuff. Once you use it, it burns out, so you can't use. It's only a one-time use. Which kind of sucks, but it's whatever. All right, so let me see if I can find the furthest point out. Yeah, here we go. All right, guys. So this is gonna be the boring part. We have to walk across the riverbed. Well, we're gonna make it. Little by little, we're making it. We got this pressure tight suit. See if I can get on this little hill and see where we're at. I should be able to jump out the water. Nope. Okay, or not. Ugh. Seems like we're getting a little closer. I'm gonna move over a little bit. There's some rocks coming up, so I should be able to jump out of the water on top of that, but there you go. Yeah, almost there. And we're there. We made landfall. Always want to take ammo, you always want to take food items. Definitely useful. So more than likely I think I'm going to meet XP66. So we'll just tell him to just stay there, and then we'll continue the mission on. The only people, I think, if I play my cards right, I don't think anyone will attack me. Well, hopefully not. There we go. Relax. Our hydraulic pumps need to recoup. We'll take that. Take that too. The ammo I need. Alright, so we're almost there. Bunker Hill's right there. Oh, it's not him.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets are inside. 4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and...
Let's see if I get this guy.
Hey, I'm gonna need some of your grenades. Hand them over.
Very well. Our targets are being sheltered by a man.
Alright, that works for me. I'll take it.
Limited backup will be available to us. Use these only if necessary. Here are the recall codes. Follow me. SRB intelligence reports indicate that the mission's parameters just changed. We're going shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
So now they're gonna fight each other. So the synths shouldn't fight me. The Brotherhood shouldn't fight me either. So we're just gonna walk around. We'll let these guys fight each other. But these guys have this the armored coat. That's what I was talking about. I'll just take one. I just completely maybe move. Sorry about that. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna just run around and see if I can find people who are legendary enemies. So none of these. There's a legendary guy right there. We want him to die. So these guys are all gonna fight each other. Let's just keep walking around, because these guys, from my understanding, they're just going to keep respawning. Nobody is legendary. Some troopers, some patrolling. So we'll do a couple laps and see if we find anyone. We did have a ghost gun. I don't know if I can pick it up though. And that's the one thing about this gun. Yeah, it's super heavy. I'll just take some buff out for now. So the only ones I have to worry about right now are the Institute. But as you can see, man, they're wearing that armor. And makes them not necessarily such a pushover. So we'll do a couple more laps to see if anyone is a legendary. I don't know where the hell McCready went. So if you start seeing me going in and out of ads, so my apologies. I just want to find these legendary enemies. Just pick up easy legendary guns. Ooh, the frame rate is dropping big time. Man. Alright, thank you. I don't know where McCready is at, so. There it is. I'm just going around and hoarding up whatever I can find. Who's this guy? What's he doing here? Alright. I'm gonna drop the Gauss cannon or Gauss rifle. Pick it up.
Get that rifle.
All right, we'll do one more lap. If we don't see any more legendary enemies, we'll just proceed with the mission. That's all I really want. You guys don't understand like how badly I've been trying to find an exploding weapon, and I don't mean an explosive weapon like a rocket launcher or a grenade launcher. I mean like a weapon with the explosive perk on it. That's what I'm really looking for. I mean, if worst comes to worst, I'll just have to buckle down and buy the spray and pray from Cricket, but I was really hoping I didn't have to do that because that thing is expensive. Alright, so it doesn't look like they're gonna pop up anymore. Alright, so let me just jump in there. Fighting somebody over here. There goes one fusion core. Alright, so take a quick peek, nothing. Alright, let's go to the front. Before I do that, actually running out of water. That's no fun. We're gonna eat something real quick, so I want to take that hit on my AP.
Can't pick this.
Which way am I supposed to go? Is there another one in there? There's gotta be another way in there. Oh, there should be a side door somewhere. I'm over here. Alright, this is where we have to be careful because the railroad is not how I do this. Legendary. Come on, it's going to be a legendary. We're gonna have a hard time when we fight these guys later on. That power armor is gonna be deadly. Let's keep walking around. I know, guys, I apologize. I'm just going around just scavenging off of everyone. But I'm really hoping I just walk across somebody who's a legendary and just has it. I mean, I'd rather just at least try and say I didn't get it than not try and say I could have gotten it, so. It doesn't look like we're gonna find it. Which is alright. Alright, so. Ooh, mannequin died. Hey, poor Deb. She's probably scared. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. Should go stealth. Alright, this is where we're gonna fight turrets and some heavy railroad agents. So we're gonna have to take special caution because they're all carrying, or at least a lot of them, and which means that they'll make very quick work of me if I'm not careful. The wounding actually come in handy. Chucking a grenade in there. Ooh, there's two of them. Damn, they're still piloted down there.
Wait, what was that?
Throw a grenade. Come on, grenade out. There we go. Man, the grenades are awesome on here.
What was that? Oh no.
You guys are gonna keep fighting each other. He's not gonna go down. So he's gonna keep getting up. Man, nothing. Nothing. I mean, come on, just give me at least one. I still have to check up top.
Weapons cold.
Yeah, these guys are gonna take you. So all I really needed to bring was some grenades. That was the key difference. Was being able to throw a grenade at you and just letting the explosive damage do all the rest of the work. McCready, nice gun, bro. This is the one that I got. Yeah, they have that nice armored coat.
Hey, well, see if she had
See if we
any.
can take it.
Easy.
Boom. I feel like they should have worn some other the clothes, but alright, whatever.
Leave no mutant alive. Standing down.
Nothing. Gauss rifle. We'll take another Gauss rifle.
Yo, grab that.
That's what I was really worried about, them being able to use a Gauss rifle against me and just basically taking me out very quickly. It's like, technically I don't think I've gotten hit yet, which, you know, knock on wood. Because the Gauss rifle is really, really strong on this game. F-16. Okay. Hold on, let's make sure there's no other ones.
Alright, Synth.
Please.
Reset code.
C322, initiate reset. Authorization code, Gamma 49 Typhoon. I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
No.
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus.
Here they are.
God, it's a Corsair.
Oh no.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back.
Wait, did this one go down?
No sudden moves.
Please, no.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest. You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
Why are you so afraid?
I don't want to go back.
Sure.
Nope, sorry, you're going back.
E257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
That's all of them. Objective complete. Return to the town. Make sure all hostiles have been eliminated. I will relay the synths back into the Institute. Report to Father upon your return, and good work.
For a second there, I thought that lunchbox blew up on me. Cool. Alright, let me jump out of my power armor real quick. I'm gonna save, then we'll continue on. I think I should be good. Yeah, I can still move around. So on here, you can't sleep more than 3 hours on a dirty mattress, so I'm just gonna sleep at 3. The game saves. So from here, if I die, I'll be good. We're gonna jump back in the power armor. I'm gonna get out of here. You know, at this point, it might actually make more sense to teleport directly to the Institute, jump out of the power armor, talk to them, jump out so that it sends me back towards my settlement. This way it saves me fusion core juice, I guess if you want to call it. But yeah, I thought this was going to be a lot more difficult, but I'm actually pretty fortunate, so we'll stick with that. Though I am a little bummed I didn't find, I think we only saw one legendary enemy, so kind of a bummer. Let's see what else. Any other good weapons? No. These guys did make some good work of them. So yeah, as you can see, eventually we're gonna have to fight these guys in the power armors. So that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. I'll probably have to invest in the Gauss rifle, maybe some rocket launcher, because I can't really see any other way to take out power armor pretty effectively. I thought they're gonna be a huge battle. It was more of a skirmish. But eventually we will have to take out the enemy faction, so this is kind of just a preview of what will happen later on. Alright. So what is this area controlled by the Brotherhood now?
Wish I was back at HQ. I feel a lot safer with the Brightwood hovering over my head.
This is where the battle was. Yeah, so this is what I basically found when I took the armor from that person. I gave it to McCready. I found 2 power armors just destroyed, so I just took it. Alright, so let's see what this is over here, and then we'll go. Super mutant. Wow. Alright, so we're gonna teleport back to the Institute. And I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, guys, so I'll be gone for, you know, it shouldn't be more than a minute, but thank you. Be patient with me. I'll be right back.
Nice work bringing that rogue synth back.
From what I hear, that rogue synth at Libertalia is a real menace. Glad it's back where it belongs.
Alright, everyone, I'm back. So, maybe a minute or 2, but irregardless, I'm back. So we're gonna just drop off the power armor here. I'll probably have to drop off this Gauss rifle so I can walk around. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. That thing's almost 40 pounds, man. Really strong, though. Oh man. Okay, well, it's in the ruins of CIT. We're gonna get in here. Well, I mean, if anything, we could just teleport back, and that's where we'll be. So I just have to deal with it, I guess. Oh, I think this is where you have to make your decision if you want to be with the Institute full time. So from here on out, Brotherhood of Steel should be enemies. And that means Elder Maxon is gonna hate me. Is he inside the ruins? I think he is. You know, I haven't found any ghoul slaying weapons either. I was hoping I'd find some. 'Cause these guys aren't that good. What is a doggy? A doggy? I guess a doggy is just kind of a universal term for a puppy. Or just a dog in general. Ooh, this legendary enemy. Now, what is a doggo? I actually have, well, I had 2 doggos on here. Dog Me went back to Red Rocket truck stop, and then the other doggy I had, he was a mod. I disabled him because he kept getting in the way of everything. We'll probably put him back on, but just I haven't gone around to it.
Where'd you go? Huh? Gonna find you. Gonna kill you.
I hate these super mutants. Actually, let me go over here, jump out of my power armor, drop this Gauss rifle, and then we'll go out and fight these guys.
Clearly needs adjustment.
I'm gonna put this on the table like a nice, decent person. There we go. How do I get up there? I have a few doggies. On the Creation Club, there's actually an option to buy more doggies. Actually, I think I bought one, if I'm not mistaken, because it was free. So I bought one on there, and so there's quests where you can go and you can find dogs, and you can like claim them and rescue them. So we'll do that. We'll see you on the next one. See if I can find one of those doggos. Commonwealth. Bottle cap mine. Take that. You can't go wrong with doggos. Doggos are man's best friend. And the doggo on here, he's a very loyal doggo. They should have they should make a Fallout movie called Doggo and Me, and it's just dog meat and you. And it just focus on your relationship instead of you looking for Sean, you looking for dog meat. How do I get up to the 2nd floor? And I know they're above me.
I hear something.
There's sense.
Appears to be nothing.
Crap.
Perhaps the sensors need calibration.
Come on. One more. Oh, there he goes! I made him bounce! Crap. Another grenade.
No more hiding for you.
I got him. But now I know that I'm here. Alright, McCready, don't just stand around like that. Oh, I thought that was a legendary guy. Oh, here it is. Duh. Surprised I didn't see it before. Sorry I had to hip fire you like that, but I did. It's not an explosive, but auto stim might come in handy too. Shot McCready. About to blast you, homie. There's got to be at least one more super mutant in here somewhere. Maybe above us. But I really want a ghoul slaying, not a ghoul, a mutant slaying weapon, because the super mutants on here, they're actually they're pretty formidable, man. You can't underestimate them. What does this door do? Nothing. Nice. Recoil compensated, hardened. Yeah, I can give it. We'll make McCready pick it up. Where you at, McCready?
Hey.
We'll pick it up and then we'll sell it.
Grab anything useful.
Make some caps off of it. Yeah.
Check it out.
Yes. Hold on, guys. Alright, thank you guys. So, I'm glad the little battle here is over. We'll jump back down and get in the power armor. But I wanted to see if I would get that, which I didn't, so no worries. So there were actually 2 super mid legendaries in here. I was worried there was only going to be none, but... And there's an industrial truck. Let's see. This is actually pretty good. And I'll take this, and then we'll just sell it for caps. So let's drop it. Let's make McCready pick it up. Use my pack mule, and then we'll go.
Heads up.
Well,
get that pistol. All right. Grab that gun.
I'm waiting, man. I already have the perfect
weapon.
shotgun setup. All I need is the exploding weapons perk, and then we'll be good. But I gotta find the exploding weapon first before we do anything else like that. So I will definitely, between streams, I will keep an eye out for it. I also think there's a mini nuke over here somewhere, like laying around. There it is. I remember there was always a mini nuke around there. Where you at, McCready? We're gonna put it right next to the Gauss rifle. What kind of doggies do you have? Or do you have a doggy?
Hey.
Doggo.
What do you want? Pick that up. Sure, no Take sweat. That. Easy.
I have a 2-shot. I should put a 2-shot perk on the Fat Man I have. This way it you can two shoe fat mans. The mini nukes. Yep, so we're about to hit this spot in the quest where I think Father asked you to join him full time. And he also reveals some more detailing information to you.
Son.
You know,
son,
in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
Japan used to be different.
It wasn't always like this. It used to be different.
I can only imagine. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute ripped both of us.
They left me on ice.
So I think this is the part where he tells you that he's actually the one that released you. Because he wanted to see what you would do.
An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another sort. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111, I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Wow. So you let me out.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended.
I mean, if you think about it, that idea of you being frozen dwelled on him for 60 years. Because we know that when they kidnapped Sean, 60 years had passed. So to think that he was, you know, a few months old, he grew up inside the Institute, and he knew for 60 years that his dad was in the vault. For him to be like, oh, 60 years later, let me just see what happens if I let him go. Like, that's kind of a sick experiment to pull. I think it's just morally wrong, which kind of aligns with a lot of the different things that the Institute does. I kind of was talking over it, so I don't know if I would say I still love you.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. There are greater things to come after your success.
So that's, I mean, it's kind of crazy to kind of put yourself in that position where, you know, something happened 60 years ago and you think about it and you decide to make a decision that can drastically alter that. worth it.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token.
Thank you for
being for you to become more involved in the future.
Appreciate it.
I'd like you to join me inside. The Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen enough. It's time to go back in.
All right. So we're gonna go back to the Institute. I'm gonna go to this little Directorate meeting, and then I'll probably end the stream there for today. So I mean, we're really close. I mean, there's probably, I mean, I'd have to imagine they're probably gonna want me to take out the Brotherhood of Steel and the Railroad. So then if all goes to plan, you know, quote unquote, I should be done with this in another stream. So I mean, 10 episodes for the main storyline on Survival. I guess it's not so bad.
Good evening.
So let me jump out of this so I can move around quicker. Huh. Did I drop some this time? Oh, I made him pick it up. Okay. We're good. I made McCready pick up that Gauss rifle. One more level up.
Let's get this Directorate meeting over with.
Okay. I guess it's up above. So I mean, I guess while we're waiting for these people to get here, let me ask you this. I mean, so when you guys play these like type of role-playing games, like either Skyrim or Fallout, Fallout 3 or Fallout 4, do you try and play to a style that you think you would play as, or do you ever make decisions in the game that you think you yourself would make? Or, on the contrary, do you play the game trying to be completely somebody different? Like maybe your character in the game would make decisions that are completely opposite of what you would make in real life. What would you guys do?
Look, we're all here. I
guess we can say that while we're waiting for this to show up.
Sir, excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue. But there are other subjects.
Which one's Justin? Which one's Justin? It's you, right? Nope, not you, Clayton. Justin. I want to make sure I get rid of you, Baldy.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, Watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth. Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRV agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Excuse me, but, sir, are you sure this is, well, the proper time to be discussing that? Considering, I mean,
I've always wondered, because I've always felt weird playing games and then trying to be like a bad guy. So like, in Skyrim or, Oblivion, you could join the Dark Brotherhood on there. And I always felt weird going on there because you basically go and you assassinate people. I mean, I understand it's it's a game. You have to separate yourself, but I guess just mentally, like, I guess I kind of attach myself to my characters when I play. So, even in this one, even though I'm playing just for the stream, it's hard to kind of like cross everyone or whatever. What's up, TJ? How's it going, man? Welcome back to the stream. Trying to get a little psychological experiment going, testing everyone to see what's up.
To allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings, that time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Let's see.
I'm not sure what this means.
You'll see in time. I promise you that. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir.
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone.
Cool.
While I'm not overly fond
It's always
of
good
my
when
own
you're
father
in the home stretch, as I like to call it, the last 60 minutes of a shift.
Yes, but...
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several...
I feel like all these people at this board are undermining my valley. About to go and smack each one of them with the Deathclaw gauntlet. Especially you, Justin.
Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
No,
please, everyone.
What? Don't worry, I got a stim pack.
I am sorry.
Or some antibiotics. We'll get you out of there.
This is not how I wanted to tell you.
What do you guys think of my chrome arm? I mean, I was trying to go for the whole Metal Gear Solid 5 look, but I couldn't find red as an option, so I knew on Metal Gear Solid 5 you could have a silver arm in addition to a gold arm, so I tried to do the chrome to silver, but yada 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 yada.
Be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership.
You know, it's kind of ironic for them to burrow themselves underground and try and avoid the Commonwealth, for him to die of cancer. Even though apparently he was supposed to be, you know, uncorrupted DNA as a baby.
Really? How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline insubordinate tone.
Exactly, Father. Justin's the first one to go.
The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Alright, Justin. Let's go have a talk outside, Baldy.
Rushed work is sloppy at best.
I'm gonna teach you a little thing called respect.
X688 sounded very
Alright,
impressive.
but first after I talk to my ironically dying father. Let me sit down here, son, real quick. Let me take a seat.
This truly is a wonderful place, isn't it?
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do it.
I can do the job.
Of course you can.
I'm gonna change the name from the Institute to Outer Haven Underground.
Some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us.
Son, if I could give you a hug, I would. But I'm out.
The latest synth generation is just amazing.
Does the guy know that he can leave? I mean, he's kind of just still sitting there. Like he got served at a dinner table and didn't eat all his food, so he has to sit there until he finishes.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all.
Alright, so what's his next quest? Speak with Allie Fillmore. How much time do I have? I guess I can talk with her real quick. But I am gonna have to cut this stream off within the next 10 minutes or so. So let's do this.
Sounds like those raiders at Libertalia. Quite a handful. When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
No, I can't talk about that.
Is it above there? Oh, okay.
Dr. Ayo was looking for you. It sounded important. Did
Dr. Ayo's gonna have to wait.
You were scheduled for maintenance at SRB last night.
I think if I was able to
Nothing
not
to
get the
report,
bug on this game,
carried out my
I would have gone with the Minutemen.
Dr. Ayo saw you
But since there's
accessing
that bug where I can't even talk to him, or I can't do the quest, we're just gonna have to just stick with this. The fan voted.
Busy day for you, isn't it? Well,
Yes.
it's about to get busier. You're going to lead this operation, I'm told.
Absolutely.
All right, let's go over the details. Recent events have upset our timetable. Getting the reactor online has become our #1 priority. We're going to have to cut some corners. I'm not thrilled, but it means we'll need to rely on some pre-war tech. You're going to the mass fusion building to acquire a beryllium agitator for us.
Sounds dangerous.
That sounds dangerous.
Any place above ground has its risks, but that's why you're in charge.
No need to get snippy. Alright, let's see. Are you coming with me?
No way. You're not going. You'd be a liability.
Well, that's about the most insulting thing I've heard in a while. Okay, you're on your own then. Good luck. Not to put more pressure on you, but we have to move quickly on it. We don't want them getting...
I didn't mean it like that, but
Head on up to
fine, whatever.
And they'll get you over
I don't have to worry about you dying,
flat.
just me.
Pun sort of intended.
Don't worry, girl, I'll get this done. So, okay, so it's at this point that I can choose to either help out the Brotherhood one last time or continue on with the Institute. But, you know, as it was voted a couple streams ago, we're going to go and just stick with the Institute. We're not going to do any double backstabbing. Otherwise, you know, I'd name my character Ocelot Revolver, you know, since he's good at, you know, double backstabbing everyone. But I digress. So let's get this power armor, and we're gonna go back to my settlement. We're gonna cut the stream off. I mean, I should be very close to being completely done. I'm fairly confident I can get it done within the next stream, if not maybe 2. Relay to mass. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get out of here. Yeah, this is gonna give me time to charge my phone and get some other stuff taken care of. And I'll have some time to spare before I go pick up my lady. And once we finish here, I'll try and mess around with Fallout 3, because I have Fallout 3 on the obviously the PS4, and we'll see if maybe I can just I can stream that. I would love to do mods on there, but you know, I do have a computer that might be able to run it. We'll see what I can do on there. Maybe I can do that. But just to kind of give you guys an outline of what's gonna come, I guess kind of an update. I'll be having surgery on my knee. So far, everything's planning to be on Thursday. So this Thursday, I'm gonna have surgery. So I probably won't stream on Thursday. Depending on how I feel, because I've never had surgery before, so I don't know how groggy I'm gonna be, or if I'm gonna be in pain. So we'll say for sure Thursday, Friday will probably be off the board. Saturday, I'm thinking about taking my girl to go see The Incredibles. So Saturday, if I do stream, it'll be during the day, but again, it's kind of all tentative. But as far as within the next couple weeks, I definitely will have a lot more time to invest in some more of the Fallout stream if I don't finish it before Thursday. And then of course the Fortnite videos, Adventures 3, I really want to finish that soon. The Adventures 4, and then I want to finish the Devil May Cry 4 verbal walkthrough on Hell in Hell mode. And then I think after that, I think I should be caught up with everything I want to do. There's one more Fortnite video I have in mind that I want to do for sure. But I'm not going to say anything because I don't think anyone's done a video like that yet. So I'm going to keep it under wraps. But as I get closer to finishing that, I'll kind of leak it out to you guys. And I think, yeah, that's pretty much my my plans for the next couple weeks or so. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna finish up the stream here for today. We are pretty much at the end, because regardless of which faction you choose, a lot of them, they all end up at the mass fusion building. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the stream here, guys. If you stop by, I appreciate it. TJ, I know you got 1 more hour of work, so hang in there, bud. And we'll try and get this stream going tomorrow, and we'll try and finish this up. So everyone, appreciate it. Thank you again, and you'll have a great day.